Next to me is Andrew Kirkpatrick, who's secretary of the committee, and next to him is Chad Worrell. Thank you. Thanks, Dave. Who's a member of the committee. And for those individuals watching at home, if you'd introduce yourselves.
Dave Batten, City Treasurer.
Krista Kuhn, Wisconsin Chamber of Commerce.
David Farnborough, the Wisconsin Rapids City Times.
Dave Lasper, City Engineer.
Great, thank you all. So item 2 is special beer license applications, if any. I don't think I see any. So we can dispense of that one. Item 3 is Class A or B liquor and or beer license applications. I don't see any applications before us. Item 4, a special events application filed by Heart of Wisconsin Chamber of Commerce for the annual Rekindle the Spirit Parade and Lighting Ceremony on November 21 from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., which includes closing Grand Avenue from the Rapids Mall to 4th Street and 2nd Street between Oak and East Grand Avenue for a parade route.
That
Committee?
date is not correct.
Oh, that date?
It's the 27th. I just got the agenda this afternoon.
Oh.
Shane's gone. It's a Wednesday, the 27th.
All right, thank you very much. So
I think last year was the 21st. I think it just never even changed.
never changed it, gotcha.
Well,
Thank you.
I think I just have to put this out there. I think you're still making a big mistake having it before.
Our crowd last year was the best we've ever had, though. That's the
Thanks,
hard part, because we looked at it. There's pros and cons, unfortunately. I agree with the Good Friday or the Black Friday, but with our sponsors and the retailers, that was why we switched. I know it's a hit and miss with both. I appreciate it, Chad. We'll look at it again this year and see how it goes. Any suggestions of why you like Friday better? So I just kind of take it back.
Well, I
to the
had,
committee.
last year I received a couple calls that just said, grandparents that lived in the area and they had kids and grandkids come in and they always look forward to the Friday, and then they moved it ahead and they didn't get into town late, so just a few.
That way, and then we got calls,
Concerns.
like, I completely understand that too, and we got calls that people loved it because they were going out of town, so I think it's gonna be,
Yeah.
and with hunting and stuff too, like, I know a lot of them said that they're in town, so unfortunately it's gonna be, but I think we can look at it each year and see how it goes, but I apologize to the ones that don't like it, and we'll work with them and see what we can do, sorry.
Yeah, you're probably gonna end up in a situation where, you're obviously not gonna make everybody happy, so you're gonna hit about as many as you possibly can, so.
Now with the retail things changing so much, and that's the hard part too, I think, since it's not really Black Friday, it starts
Right.
the week before too, but I will definitely take it back to committee again and we'll look at it again this year.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve the application.
I'll second that. So we have a motion and a second to approve item 4. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Aye. None opposed. Okay. Item 5 is approve a contribution agreement with the Wisconsin Rapids School District for the funding of the police school liaison officer position at Lincoln High School, and that is attachment 1. I don't see anyone here to speak on that, but it seems to me that it's the same agreement that we've had in the past. Committee, any thoughts?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to approve item number 5. I see as part of the attachment, there is the letter of agreement. The school liaison shall not be assigned to a ship for vacation selection purposes. Scheduling, the school liaison officer shall work about 2 Monday through Friday. I'm assuming that this had to have gone through
Police and
HR,
fire and
yeah.
HR. I assume it's removed for police and fire, but
That was my assumption. Just need to take one more look through.
That didn't go through HR.
It did?
It did not. It wasn't on the last 2 agendas.
Okay, well, I have a motion and a second to approve it, so all those in favor? Aye. None opposed. Item 6, the request to obtain bids for the West Side Assessor Plat number 26 for the area bounded by the west right-of-way of 10th Avenue North to the north right-of-way of High Street to the east right-of-way of 8th Avenue North to the south right-of-way of Fremont Street. So, what you got?
Well, this is our ongoing program.
Yep.
We try to budget for it every year, and this particular area is in Chad's ward, and there's a disagreement where exactly the property line is. And with this program, we go in and we settle property disputes, and it's a great benefit to the property owners because they probably pay about 10% of the cost if they hired their own surveyor. City pays 50%. The property owner pays the other half of the cost. And then if you've already had a certified survey, you don't have to pay. So estimated cost is $10,780, and we have, I think right now we have $13,000 left in the account, that 2013 assessor plat account.
And I know we've been doing these.
Yeah, we've been doing these
Citywide.
since 1935, I guess.
Yeah.
When was the last time that this one was surveyed?
Well, 1891.
That's why they can't find the boom.
I was gonna say,
down there. They need the steel.
I love when you say this stuff.
I'm gonna definitely make a motion to approve this request.
I'll second it. So we have a motion and a second to approve item number 6. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, none opposed.
Thank you.
Item 7 is consider a recommendation from Statewide Services to deny a claim from Paula Tesh for water damage in the basement of her residence.
Right, and I'm here for that item. I did include a copy of a letter from Statewide Services addressed to myself and to Paula Tesh. This is a standard request for you to make a motion to deny her claim based on the advice of Statewide Services. It is their feeling that the city was not negligent in the water damage that had occurred at her residence. She would still have the opportunity to file a claim in court against the city, but this would just shorten the statute of limitations to 6 months with a formal denial.
I'll make a motion to deny the claim.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to deny the claim. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, none opposed. So, item 8 is beverage operator license applications. Item A is new. And I see that they all seem ready to go, except one that has a note on it that it looks like the individual has to come back and complete. They didn't complete the application, so that one I think we're gonna have to hold out.
Do you want, so you don't want to take a vote on those, or?
Well, we can take a vote on the ones that are left. So I'd make a motion to approve the new minus,
Approve those fully completed?
yep,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
I'd make a motion to approve the renewal license applications.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Wait a minute. Okay. And then we have 1, 2, 3 that have been recommended denied. I make a motion that we deny those applications, but ask the clerk to contact the applicants regarding their appeal process.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, great. All right, so that brings us to item 9, review and consider approval of the estimated 2014 mass transit operation and capital grant application.
And I am here for that item as well. I
Yep.
don't know if that, all that information should be included, I think, with your agenda.
It is.
Okay. This is the standard application that we do every year for the state of Wisconsin for federal and state funds as a subsidy towards our shared ride taxi service. As you are aware, we're in the middle of the bid process that has been delayed because of the state changing their
bid process. So what they have recommended that I do is submit at least a preliminary grant application, which is due by October 15th. And then we can revise it once a provider has been selected and based on their actual numbers. Right now, we're looking at a local share of 52,123 estimated compared to 31,125 last year. The reason being is I increased the estimated service cost per hour by 1.7%, just because that is the raising consumer price index. The actual cost for the last 5 years of our contract was $21.70, so I used $22.06. And the fact that the state of Wisconsin is estimating that state and federal funding will be at 59% of budgeted expenses versus 60.8. So that would increase the local share. But I'm fully anticipating that the actual grant application will have a lower local share because with this being a competitive bid situation,
Right.
I have a feeling that the 2206 I used to estimate the expense is going to be a little bit high, but they suggested that we err on the side of being a little too high rather than too low.
I agree.
And there is no capital grant application at this point, but there may be once a provider is selected and we know what the provider's needs are. And DOT staff told me that we could submit a capital grant application after the October 15th deadline. But I just want to get something in to the state. The state said they're going to require that because they want to they have to have an idea what the total costs are to give information to the federal government. So I'm just asking that you, at this point, approve the estimated grant application. That way I can get my wad of paper and have sent off to the state by the deadline of October 15th. And I will come back to the committee with a revised application once the provider has been selected.
You have to send it into the feds, maybe you'll get some extra time after.
Yeah, count on it.
Committee, any other questions?
Is the increase that you put in there,
Uh-huh.
of the 1.7%, is that like hard tied to the CPI, or is that just kind of a trend that you notice that it's?
Well,
similar
that's
to
the figure they suggested that we use when we were going to look at the base price bids, and they were using 1.7%, which is the current CPI for the third and fourth option years in the contract bid. So that's the number that the regional supervisor suggested I stick in there for now.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve item number 9. Any other discussion at the figure that Dave is recommending, correct? 52, 1, 2, 3.
Right, that would be the local share.
And you said if something changes, obviously it's gonna come back to us anyway, so.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm fully anticipating it's going to be less than that.
Right.
All right, all those in favor?
I,
Aye. And opposed. Okay, item 10A, the committee may vote to go into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statutes 19.85, parent 1, parent E, which states deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session. B, in closed session, the committee will evaluate requests for proposals for the shared ride taxi service for the city of Wisconsin Rapids beginning in 2014. C, the committee will return to open session for possible continued discussion regarding the proposals and may report on the results of the evaluation process. So with that, our public viewing is going to be over. Well, depending if the committee votes to go into closed session, and I'm assuming that they're going
Which I would highly recommend since that's the DOT requirement for us to discuss the
So
request
thank
of
you all
proposals.
for watching.